So guys, I want to show you how to get wrinkles out of rugs and carpets. I have a circular rug here on top of a carpet, and you can just see how bad the wrinkles are in this from about 8 feet or 10 feet away here. So this one's pretty bad. I'm sure they're caused by the actual furniture moving back and forth, but this rug is kind of it's a little bit stiff as well. So I'm going to take these off and show you what it looks like without the actual furniture on it, and so you can actually see, and I'll show you what happens when I try to flatten these wrinkles out. So these are the wrinkles without the furniture on them. So it is kind of stiff. Like if I try to move this, there is no backing underneath it. The first thing you're going to want to make sure to do is not have a backing that's like crumpled up, and that could be causing the wrinkles. And like you saw in the end, I'm going to use this rug gripper to put underneath the rug, although it may not be as effective on top of a carpet. But you can see some indentions here from the actual furniture, and we'll take care of this as well. You can see I'm trying to flatten out with my hands these wrinkles, and they're flattening out a little bit, but they're coming right back. So what you're going to want to do, the first step is I have a thin towel. You're going to want to get this wet. You're going to want to get the whole towel wet and then wring out any extra water. I have one of these sand cloud towels. I think these are perfect for these because it's kind of like a thinner towel, and you can use an iron or steamer on it, and the steam and heat will still get through pretty well. So I'm putting this on the worst wrinkled areas. I'm going to tackle that first, and you're going to want to make it as flat as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're not dealing with a shirt or anything like that. We're dealing with a thick rug, but I did try to make it flat. I am using one of these steamers here. This is actually meant for clothes. If you do have a larger surface area steamer, that's going to be actually better, but this is what I had to work with in this case, so we will use this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm actually using the high steam setting, just in case. The more steam, the better, I figured, because we're using this on a pretty thick rug. Now, what I had to do, as you can see, these are some of the worst wrinkles here in the carpet. I am using this towel. What the towel does is it provides an extra layer kind of that wetness. That combined with the heat is going to get those wrinkles out and also protect the the rug. Because you don't want to be doing this straight on the rug anyway. You may damage the dies or the rug itself. Now we're going to do this in different areas and motions. I'm going to speed the camera up here, but as you can see, I'm doing this kind of horizontally, and I'm going to crisscross as well. The reason I'm going to do that is because if you have a huge wrinkle, you're going to need to go both ways to kind of get all the fibers relaxed around it. At least that's what I'm thinking in my head, and I'll show you what the results are going to look like in just a second. So these are the worst wrinkles, and you can see I'm actually getting the towel pretty flat here, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and take this off and show you what it looks like. I went ahead and did that about 40 times, probably 20 times each side or so, and it's looking a lot better. And I know what you're probably going to think. After it dries up, it's going to go back to normal, and I'm going to show you at the end what it looks like after it has dried up. So I guess we shall see. Now what you're going to want to do is just move this towel around. So you can do the whole rug like this, and that's probably the best way to do it. Or you can just move this around onto the most wrinkled areas. And what I would recommend is probably doing the whole perimeter, at least on the outside, like I'm doing here. And that's going to make sure the ends aren't kind of rolling up, because that's going to cause issues with the whole rug if that does happen. You can see I am doing it on the other side, where I'm kind of going in this motion and just loosening those fibers up and helping them be straight, because they were kind of curling upward, which was making things worse and making the wrinkles worse when we were eating dinner or sitting down at the table. Now I'm going to do it again on this larger curve here. So you can see I've got the towel in this area, and I'm kind of using this motion at least to start off. And I've got the steam going, it's on the high setting, and then I'm going to finish up with motions like this, kind of out towards the edge of the rug. And that's just kind of, in my mind, loosen up all those fibers, keep them nice and straight, or straighten them out at least. And then I'm finishing up with this motion too. And this is just going to help the carpet, I think, all around. And I'm going to tackle this area. Remember, this is the first area closest to me. My dog or my cat's checking out what's going on. You don't want to burn any animals. Now check this out, guys. This is what it looks like after. Looks a lot better for sure. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm going to show you what it looks like before. So this is before. Remember how this looked even after pushing out those wrinkles? And this is after, which with using the towel and steam method. I do think this really helped out a lot. And again, you may have to do this more than once. You may have to let it dry, then come back and fix what you have done. But this is what it looks like with furniture on it. It has dried a few hours and the wrinkles have not come back. So I definitely would recommend this method. I kind of researched and I found this and I decided to try it out. I did use those rug grippers. I used about 3 lines of the rug grippers on here. And again, they won't work as well if it was just on, wood or laminate. But I hope this video helps you guys out.